What's up, YouTube? It's Good Vibes. I hope you all have a happy and safe 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to all of you. I want to thank everybody this week. We had such an amazing turnout last night. As always, your loved ones did an outstanding job, and so did you all. It just kept rolling, and it's truly amazing. I can't thank you all so much enough. I can't thank you enough. I just want to share, today's kind of a difficult day for me. So this year, 6 years ago, on a 4th of July weekend, my brother came over and the rest of the family, I think my stepfather and Sean, they were in New York, and Luke's like, oh, Mom, I'm going to sleep over. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep over also. So it was just us three. That entire weekend, we all just set up camp in the living room, and my mom used to make me and my brother dance when we were little. Like, I have videos of her like screaming at us, dance, just to dance. And Luke would follow me because I'm the oldest. And so we reenacted that, and I was dancing to a song, and she screams in the video, dance, as we're older. And that was such a great weekend, because that was meant to be that way. Like, I know today that I was supposed to have that, me and Mommy, just us three, that entire weekend to ourselves with him. Because, he passed away on the 30th. So I know that God made sure that I could have that great memory of a weekend with just Mom, Sis, and Lukey. And I appreciate that. And I thank God every day for that. And today's not easy for me because of it. July is not easy because of it, which you all know, you can all relate and understand. That it's like everything that comes up, you remember to every moment. And I have a video from us dancing. There are some words that are inappropriate, so I can't post it because I don't want to offend anybody. And there's a backstory to the reason of why we said a word. But I can't post it for that because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And it was something that somebody called my brother, and that's why we did that. It was nothing like derogatory, nothing like that. But it's inappropriate, and you guys know I'm not like that. But just to have that with him and everything. And I remember saying, like, I'm gonna sleep downstairs with you, and we did. He slept on the couch, I slept on the other couch. Like, we had such an amazing weekend, and I thank God for allowing me to see him healthy and happy and making fun of me, and I'm making fun of him. And that's what matters, is that. And so today I'm scrolling and I'm looking at all your comments, and your family are watching the live. If you got picked on last night, they're going back and forth and helping validate a lot of things, which I appreciate, which everybody was validating everything, so it was amazing. It's just more. So I'm really blessed for that. And then I hop on and I see this medium on, which there are so many good mediums out there, so many good mediums. But there are a lot of other mediums that give us a bad name, a bad rap. And at 2:30 last night in the morning, I went to go on YouTube to flip. And after I was done, Mom's like, don't post that. She's like, sleep on it. Don't post that because you're enraged. And it's because this is why certain people, not just because of religion, but people get skeptic because they've had bad experiences. And so I'm watching this individual do a live. And let me start off by saying, when my brother first passed away, I went to a medium, and I got off and I said, Ma, she did amazing. She knew everything. I recorded it. You can listen to it. And she's like, okay, great. And then she calls back and she goes, Diana, you told her everything. And I'm like, Oh, because we're hurting so bad that we want to hear anything and everything. And so that's why I always say, don't tell me nothing. Let me do it. Because I know that feeling. You just want to hear that one thing so it can click. So now fast forwarding to what I saw was this medium is talking on a live to a few individuals, and she's talking to their loved ones. You know, I use my pen and paper. You never hear me talk out loud. Now, every medium is different. However, what I saw, I was irate because this is what gives us mediums a bad rap. And she pulled a chair out and said, "Come sit next to me. Come sit next to me. And what would you like to talk to your loved ones about? What can I do for you?" Like, she could see and feel them and you couldn't. And that's not how it works. When I see in color your loved ones, it's a visual. It's not like they're here with me. It's visual. And that's how I'm able to do it. It's not they're sitting at a chair next to me and I'm doing that. Sometimes if they're hyperactive, I will look both back and forth because they're going back and forth in my head with it. Pull out a chair? Can I get you a drink? It's not a game. This is not funny. This is somebody's loved one and you're toying with their grieving. Another thing is, we, again, to the past of that lady not reading me and me spilling everything out, is that it's not a guessing game, it's reading. So I'm noticing this individual she guesses one thing and she stays on it and she stays on it. And then she says, "I'm sorry, I don't, they're not here anymore. I can't do it. Private message me, whatever." The reason why I'm coming out with this is because I don't want anyone ever to feel like I can see and feel your loved one the way that woman did that. That's not how it works. And I know many mediums that I put on a pedestal that I know from all around the country. And they have never seen something like that either. It was appalling, because this is why we sit back going, this is why people look at us weird. And then it's in front of my face of this video of, "Yeah, come in." Mind you, this individual read a child one time. And she said, is there a toy I can give you? Can I give you a toy so you can talk to me? It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. If that was my kid and a medium was saying that regarding my kid, I'd be like, why is my kid going and she can give them a toy to play with and I can't? So it just, I'm irate. I calmed down. Ma, you told me to sleep on it. I did. I'm doing it a lot better than the video I had last night. And I'm telling you that. This individual also has used me in certain ways of my name that people have ran to me saying, "Well, this individual said they were like you, so this is why." And I've taken care of those individuals because I didn't want to be associated with that. I love all of our community. I love all our mediums. I love how we're all different. But when someone sounds the same, because we're all different, when somebody sounds the same as somebody else, please check their lives. Check on it. Because they might be saying something and in that comment it's completely different. Check their views. I don't even care about their feedback or reviews. Their lives say it enough. And that's what I'm talking about, is I have seen outstanding medium lives. Then this particular one just made my jaw drop. It's not funny. It's not a game. It's not a guessing game. This is something that you are dealing with somebody's loved one. Their loved one that they're missing. They're missing. They're grieving over. They're hurting. And you're taking advantage of that. Over that. You're taking advantage over. This is why I say, guys, I don't associate myself with anything but Goodvibes Cosentino, and all groups you guys send me to, I love, and I thank you for that. And I thank the groups for allowing me to be a part of that, because I want to be a part of their community and your community. I want you to be part of my family, of the Good Vibes tribe. I want that. But to come across that video made my stomach sink. I want to cry over it, because I had my own anger today over my brother, and to see that, I'm putting myself in these people's position of like, you could see my brother and I wouldn't be able to. He's sitting next to you. What do you mean he's sitting next to me? Oh, and then she goes, oh, I don't know. He doesn't want to talk to me. It's like, please just know that nobody's perfect. No medium is perfect. We all still learning. And somebody asked me last night, how do you know your symbols and signs? It takes years, and I'm still learning. It's all about knowing yourself, your ability. But with this individual, I'm done. I am done with that. And bless her and her family. I don't wish anything bad about it, but I will no longer stay silent, because it doesn't work that way. It's not a comedian show. It's not. Now, unless your loved ones are bringing up jokes that only you and your loved ones would know, that's different. But if this individual medium is joking over things that had nothing to do with the situation, that's a problem. Because I placed myself in your shoes, because I am in your shoes. I'm grieving. I'm hurting. I know what pain is. I know what it is. So when I come across something like that, I'm like, I don't have any other outlet but to come here. I don't have any other outlet. And I know all the Vibe Tribe and Good Vibe, everybody that's part of my family, I'm part of yours. That's how it works. Hands down, we're stuck together. And every time I have a reading, a live, I always say that, you're stuck with me now. And that's because we are family. And multiple individuals, whether it was live, whether it was sessions, have told me things that were said regarding this individual medium. Now, it's not my place to say a name. That's not who I am. What I am going to say is, if you see something, say something. Because this has got to stop. It's got to stop. The numbers will show itself. The views will show itself. You know, I'm mind boggled right now. I really am. And I'm hurting. I'm hurting on top of it. So I'm being very kind and generous when I'm saying the things I am. Because last night I was not. And Mom was right. I needed to sleep on it. Because the other video was ugly that I was going to post. And you all know how I am. It was straight Italian New York came out in me. And I just want you all to know, if somebody says that they are affiliated with Goodvibes Cosentino, they are not. If it's from a group that you all sent it to, that is something different. That is something completely different, because you all are helping others by sending it out to groups and showing other individuals, hey, look at so-and-so, look at her, this is how she is, and try it out. And I know it gets her. Know it's a lot with waiting for your name to get called. I know with the waiting list of the scheduling. But when I tell you, I will make it up to you in that session or live. I promise you, I will. I promise. And there's so many of the Vibe Tribe family that I have read that will contest to that and will comment on this. I just don't want anybody to spend money they don't need to when we're all hurting, because like I said in the beginning, with that lady that I had that read me, I was like, Ma, she said everything. She was on point. She knew everything. My mom said, Dad, you said everything. The lady barely talked because you just kept giving her stuff. And she was right. She was right. But that's because that's what grief and pain does, is we want to hear everything. So let's spit it out. I even have sessions that they're like, so, and I'm like, don't let me do this. Let me do this. And if you have any questions at the end, I will be happy to answer it. And 90% of the times I've already answered it. And sometimes they have answered, questions that they would like to ask regarding something else that I will answer always, hands down. But I don't want to know nothing, so that's why I do that. But when somebody asks for certain things, it's like, what are you doing? And then when it comes to cards, I'm not against cards. You guys know this. I'm not against cards. You don't read the cards. You don't do that. Cards should be blessed and they should be wrapped in velvet. And somebody should be giving them to you. Just so you guys know that. That's how it's supposed to be. Is that their cards are supposed to be blessed, wrapped in velvet, and given to you. You're not bought. So when you have a card reader, make sure that they're always feeling the card and not reading off the card. Or having somebody else read off the card either. Because that's not right either. Because you're the medium. That individual isn't. That's like having my husband standing there and being like, all right, David, what do you think? That's a shit show. We're not doing that. This is loved ones, people's feelings. You all are looking for answers. You're all looking to hear from your loved ones. And that's what I'm doing. That's why I always say, don't tell me anything. I want you to hear them, and I want you to feel the love that I get from them. And I know that's what I do, whether it's a cry, a sigh, or a laugh. And that's when I know your loved one got to you. Because that's my job. That's my job. Because I'm just the middle person. I'm just the telephone. But I'm not sitting here saying, have a seat. Have a seat here. It doesn't work that way. And I'm sorry for the rant, but when I saw that, and today's a bad day for me, I respect all mediums. We are all different. Nobody's better than the other. No one. We all learn from each other. We're a great community. But a video that I saw pushed me way over the edge. Way over the edge. And that's somebody that gives us mediums a bad name. So I'm very sorry for anybody that's been a victim to one. I'm very, very sorry. There's a lot going on right now, especially with COVID, with us staying in our houses, losing our jobs. We want to hear anything we can hear. So there are individuals taking advantage of that. And for that, I'm very sorry. If I could stop it, I would. This is the only outlet I have, is to do it this way. And I will do it. And if you need me, I got you. Good Vibes has got you. So I hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. Let me get off before I keep going. It's just a rough day for me. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, no, not happening. We're gonna talk about this. We're talking about this. So have a safe, happy 4th of July. I know there's not much in my state we can do. So hopefully everybody has fun, stay safe, healthy, and I'll see you all Tuesday at Goodvibes Cosentino Facebook page at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful weekend. A wonderful weekend. I love you all so much. Vibe Tribe. Anybody that was new, welcome, subscribe, because once you subscribe, I'll be able to go live on here eventually too. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But right now, I just ramble on this channel, which is fine because you will get to see different parts of me. But again, sorry, I just went from crying happy. This is how I am. This is post-traumatic for you. Crying, happy, laughing, mad, sad. It's post-traumatic for you. So I do apologize, but have a wonderful holiday. I love you all so much, so much. And we had such a great time last night. As always, we always go down with a great time because you all make it that way. Your loved ones make it that way. And I can't thank you enough. So again, have a wonderful day, good afternoon, good night. And I'll see you guys Tuesday. Much love. You probably see me more on YouTube before Tuesday, but much love, guys.